We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to pull here on the opening drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 62 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. Went up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Steps away to his... And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On play action, Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
He's got a man, it's his tight end, that's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now Lawrence.
A quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So they're back at the 7
Here's Lawrence to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
7-7, our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Darden fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll try the left side. Darden. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go play action with Lawrence. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, darted, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
In our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run on 1st down. Darted. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't it?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I hum around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's Harris to return it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll kick things off in Charlotte, an NFC South matchup pitting New Orleans against Carolina. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we head down to...
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second and 4. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Second and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. That's Doyle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Lawrence going to throw again.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 2nd down now. Darted. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And to throw again is Lawrence. And that is incomplete here.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Working with a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go play action now. Lawrence finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The try here for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. From midfield now, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. We'll get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about it on air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 4 Less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now the attention on the Falcons offense. Trailing by a field goal. 23 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Fights loose. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. This for all the marbles. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Jags, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.